I'm in my shop today working on Dig Dug, and today I'm installing the ultimate steering upgrade. Dig Dug used to have amazing steering, and I want that back. Years ago, back in Idaho, I went up to 38-inch tires on this truck. I got a set of used ones off the Morvair, and the steering was really marginal. It was okay on the street, but out in the rocks, the steering pump would whine like crazy. I took this truck to Moab and it did great, but that steering pump was obviously not going to live long. I did a little research and I decided to go with a PSC steering system, and it was amazing. I could drive the roughest trails with one hand, rock crawling was no problem. When I upgraded to the Dana 60 in the front, I removed a key component, the hydraulic assist ram. It didn't have enough stroke to work with the Dana 60, and so that's where Dig Dug is right now. I've got the upgraded power steering gear and the power steering pump, but I don't have the ram, and I can totally tell. Now I'm up to 40-inch tires, and I don't have the hydraulic assist ram, and the steering's just not the same. So I talked to PSC, and I've got the right ram here today, and I'm gonna make the steering great again. Time to get the truck in the air and see how we're gonna fit this all in there. Yes, I know the axle's not sitting level. I need to replace the shock over here, but that's for another day. I'm also aware that the spring hangers are still in here. They protect my winch. I'm gonna leave them, but we gotta focus right now over here where I'm trying to put the ram in. Beautiful. There it is. I wanna fit it right in here because this is where I have the most room. I need to go install the pieces that attach to this so I can see where things are gonna line up. Looks like the ram is going to be that long. Here it is, fully extended. I want it to go as far to the left on the axle as it can, so it's going to fit right in here somewhere. I need to trim that bottom corner so I can go a little bit further over. The angle grinder kits sold out really fast last week, but I got another batch made, and you should be able to buy them at tomtomshop.com right now. That fits a lot better. I'm gonna go ahead and weld those in. The ram needs to hook up to the tie rod here, and I've got this clamp to do that. But as you can see, mine is a little big. But that's okay, because I think I have some tubing I can sleeve around this and make it work. This looks like it's the right size. I'm gonna cut it down, slit it, and then we'll put it on the tie rod. Time to fit my little clamshell pieces in here. Oh yeah, they fit incredibly tight on there. Those are gonna work great. The clamp's gonna fit right around those. Now I'm ready to put the ram in. After I get it all welded in and I'm looking at it now, I realize it's not gonna work. It's nice and high out of the way, but it's gonna hit here and it's gonna hit over here. So I gotta do something different. All right, new plan. I think I can move this down and I can rotate this in, and that gets it out of the way over here. I don't hit right here. This can come way down. I think this is gonna work. So I need to chop these out. Fortunately, I have a couple of spares. I'll weld them in right down here. That should work. That should work. Gonna try this again here, but I'm tucking it in a little bit tighter this time. This time I'm gonna watch it really close while I cycle the suspension. See how everything fits in here. This is looking much better now. I've got plenty of clearance. I'm gonna pull this all apart and weld it up again. It's going back together again. Hopefully this is the final time. The ram's looking good in there. Time to start figuring out where these hoses go. All that stuff on the bench is for a lift that's going in my hex J. That'll happen later, just ignore it right now. Power steering are high pressure hoses, but this type is really easy to assemble. You just screw the hose into the body of the fitting with the left hand thread, and then you screw the other end of the fitting into the whole thing with the right hand thread. My hose is gonna go from the ram, around here, follow the track bar, come around this brace, and then head over to the steering gear. And the first hose is going on. Last hose going on. I've got all the hoses installed and everything is tightened up, but I lost a lot of fluid while I was doing all that, so I need to fill it back up and bleed the system. Always Swepco, always. Let me show you this footage from a couple weeks ago when I was out on a ride. You can see the steering input on the fitment arm. It's bouncing around really fast right there. And that's because the big 40-inch tires are pushing the arm back and forth. But the hydraulic assist ram is made to really slow that down. Sometimes off-road vehicles come with one steering dampener. People often add a second one, or sometimes they'll put 4 on there. But one hydraulic assist ram is worth like 10 of those. It has so much more ability to dampen everything out and give you a nice smooth ride. So I'm gonna try this right now. I'm gonna head back to that same spot and we'll get some footage and see what that steering arm's doing. I'm out here and I'm heading back to the same spot I was before. I can already tell you that things are better. Street driving was improved and I didn't even think that could happen. I haven't put a camera under the cab yet, but I know it's gonna be better because the steering wheel is so stable. It used to be throwing me around and I was bouncing left and right as I drove through that kind of stuff, but right now it doesn't move at all. I gotta get to the exact same spot and then I'll throw the camera underneath. Okay, this is the spot I wanted to test it. It's an evil mix between whoops and washboard, and it's really hard on the steering. Let's see how it does. The steering feels night and day better, especially in the really rough stuff where it used to push the steering wheel around. Now it is just rock steady. I'm gonna head back to the shop now, check out some of this footage, and see what it was looking like underneath. I'm back in the shop, and look at this. I left my light under here, and it stayed on the whole time. Ugh. It's just magnetic. That ride went so good. I didn't think my steering could improve that much, but it did. And it's all because of the hydraulic assist ram. So if you're having issues or not happy with your steering, check out one of those. PSC for the win. Let me show you some comparisons from 2 weeks ago when I didn't have the ram installed. Watch the pitman arm and see how much motion we're getting. This footage is from the trip today, and I tried to pick something that was about the same speed and roughness. Again, watch the motion of the pitman arm. I know it's subtle, but it definitely looks to me like there's less motion in today's video with the ram installed. Let me show you one more clip with them side by side. The hydraulic assist ram is better in every situation. It's way better than a steering damper. Check out PSC for all your steering needs. I've got to get to work now installing this lift. I've also got some cool stuff coming up with Ironclad, so watch for that on social media. They make all my favorite gloves. Thanks for watching.